Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about the Gemini sun sign. Now, the Gemini sun sign, we already know, the sun is in Cancer right now. So, this is like a semi-square, semi-sextile. It's not a big deal. So, it's not really anything that's directly affecting you. But if you want to walk out into this world and align yourself into ways that you need to align yourself, then here's a few pointers that you can utilize from today's sun. The way you think, communicate, and analyze is already rapidly fast. You got a lot of ideas going on. So many things going on in your mind at times you might not even want to talk. So when you're dealing with this right now, you need to learn how to add some care to certain specific thoughts. You need to learn how to add some concernment. You need to learn how to throw some water and weigh down on one thought. You know what I'm saying? Not many thoughts to the point that you come to a whole scenario and then you look at that whole scenario as one thought, when really that whole scenario is millions of thoughts. But you're just thinking of the scenario. So a lot of times when you think about the scenario as one thought, you walk into that scenario and end up forgetting small pieces of all the thoughts in that scenario. So you may lose your keys, lose your phone, you may forget something, you may forgot to do something that you were supposed to do before you left. Like shit like that. Like y'all have them type of mind things. And when the sun is in Cancer, that could be spotlighted right now, and people are ready to emotionally tell you about yourself. People feel how you are right now, so they just ready to be like, man, get out your head, get out your mind. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with nothing right now, or something like that. Or do you got any real care? Do you got any real concern? Yeah, them ideas sound right. Yeah, you talk a whole lot, but what do you really care about? Yeah, you know how to analyze my situation and their situation, but what's your standpoint on it? And that's going to be the spotlight right now. And don't get me wrong, Geminis ain't got no problem with telling you their point of view on something, even if it's a situation that they don't necessarily need to be talking about at the time. They would give you their opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, and Geminis, they got different ways to think about that, so you can't look at them like they're being shady. You see what I'm saying? But for the most part, that in general, people want you to be more concerning. They want you to pick sides a little more right now. So right now, kind of stay out of the realm of reality of trying to be too friendly, because right now people are looking to see if you do that or not right now. People want to know, is you on my side or not? That's what people want to know from you, Geminis. They want to know, is you on their side or not? You just can't be here. Like, even to certain stuff that's not even that serious, that you do on a regular day basis. Like, you don't even see nothing wrong with it. People are looking for something wrong right now. So, you know what I'm saying? When they see unconnectiveness with you, or being unconcerned or not caring as much as they think you should care, you're gonna get ops coming at you more than ever right now. So just make sure y'all know how to pretty size up words and shit like that. So just add a little bit more concerning and care to your way of wording words, and you will be alright. You know what I'm saying? Don't care about it just for, oh, I should word it this way, or I should say it this way, or I should say it like this. Don't be concerned with that. Be concerned with how someone else's emotional stance right now and how they feel, and take that in consideration. So when you fixing up and pretty sizing words and stuff like that, you actually got another person's emotional, you actually got another person's feelings involved. So the way you come across won't be too aloof. You see what I'm saying? And you should be alright right there. Now, Moon is at 27 degrees Cancer. So off the bat, 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, Moon sliding right into Leo. So we're dealing with a lot of cusp energy right now. So for the most part, the way you go about your actions and how you act and how you see things, a lot of times is you're not gonna, you think everything can evolve a conversation. And like, it really can't right now. Like, you really just can't pick up the phone, or you really just can't talk it out right now. People don't want to talk it out right now. All that talking and let's come to a conclusion and things of that nature, and let's see if we can, that's out the window. Right now, people feel a certain way. People's emotional stance on things is stuck in a certain way. And people is gonna act on them motherfucking things right now. Believe that. And all the side talk around it and all that other shit around it is not a concern right now. So Gemini, you need to know that. Because before you start thinking that you can talk or just be somewhere and be like the wind and air and be here in one day and be in another place a couple minutes later, and you done said this much here and said this much there. People are not trying to talk right now. So if you have said anything that may make somebody have an emotional stance on you, people won't carry out those duties and obligations on you. And whatever word or how many people you know is not going to be a situation right now. So hopefully you're the type of Gemini who can kind of word yourself and got yourself correct, because that's what's going to actually happen right now. And with the moon sliding into Leo, that's going to be a sextile. So anytime there's a sextile is a opportunity. So a sextile is going to create opportunities for your actions. So the moon is going to create opportunities for your actions. So you being a sun sign Gemini, the moon is going to create so the moon is reactions, emotional stance on things, who people are. The sun is actions, the way a person act, how that person sees things, visualization. So your sun sign is going to witness opportunities for the rest of the world's moon. So you're going to witness all kind of opportunities for people to react to how you act, people to react to how you see things, people to create emotional stance on how you feel about things or how you think things are, and how you see things and how you communicate, and based upon your actions and the way you act and how you go about your actions. People are emotionally concerned about. You're going to witness opportunities for other people to be emotionally concerned about these things, for people to feel a way about these things, and for people to see them. So make sure your actions stay in a positive mode, because you don't want to be jumped into no situations where the only opportunities you're experiencing from the moon is negative. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like watch your mouth right now, Geminis, and if you are going to talk, make sure you're adding the concern of the other people feelings before you're saying what you're saying. And off the bat, Mercury in Cancer also. So that's letting you know the way you think, communicate, and analyze off the bat. Other people are thinking, communicating, analyzing with their feelings and emotions. You not, unless your Mercury is in Cancer. But as a Gemini sun sign, if your Mercury is in Taurus or Gemini, you're not. You see what I'm saying? You're not thinking from the emotional stance and how you feel. You're thinking from a logical stance and if it makes sense or not. And can this be effectively communicated? So keep that in mind. A lot of times the emotions can't be effectively communicated right. So a lot of times when people are expressing their emotions to someone else, they're not looking for a logic inference. They're looking for relativeness. They're looking for concern. And that's it. That's like somebody getting killed, and then someone want to bring up all the reasons of why that person get killed. That person's family don't want to hear that right now. That person just wants you to sit there and console into what that person was and concern from that person dying in the first place. People don't want to hear about all that other shit. And that's what you Geminis need to understand right now with this Cancer energy. Because I don't want y'all getting hurt, or I don't want y'all being placed in situations where you may have to hurt somebody. See what I'm saying? Now, Venus is still in Taurus, so you know your actions and how you act on love, appreciation, and value, and how you relate to others is big on communicating, big on analyzing, but it's very picky, it's very non-stable, very flighty. So a lot of those things are not reality, or not grounded, or not foundation-like, or not stability for another person. So right now, for a Gemini, it's good for you to just like have fun right now. Try not to get into anything serious, because it's going to make you very uncomfortable, and it's going to be a volatile ending. So right now, try to just have fun, loosen up, be free until the sun goes into Virgo. Then get more practice, because you'll be able to understand how to communicate from a grounding place when the sun goes into Virgo. But right now, the sun in Cancer, sun going in Leo and shit like. Now the sun in Cancer, don't even add your emotional intensity to anything. Like I said, you might get your ass kicked, or you might have to kick someone else's ass on all situations. When the sun going into Leo, you're going to witness a lot of opportunities to be able to carry out your communication and your analyzing and your thinking. So you're going to be able to jump in to a relationship to see if it's something that you like or don't like. And then when the sun goes into Virgo, you're going to be able to communicate and foundate it. You know what I'm saying? So it could become a foundation. But for the most part right now, don't even be expressing. Don't even express your thoughts on too many things. Because people gonna add an emotional stance. They're gonna think that's how you truly feel. And a lot of times, Geminis, the expressions that they choose to show, a lot of times it's not even necessarily how they feel. A lot of times Gemini show a lot of fake feelings. You know what I'm saying? They may want you to feel a certain way, but they don't necessarily feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Or they may want you to think something like, I wasn't raised, but my dad is a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? He didn't raise me, but at the same time, I get it. It's almost like you can be in a situation where you can ask a Gemini for something, and they may show you that they don't want to give it to you. They may be like, oh man, let's want that. But they don't even necessarily feel that way. It's just that's the way they're communicating. But feelings, a lot of times dealing with Geminis, the feelings is not involved. Y'all need to understand that. And if you are a Gemini who think you have feelings involved, it's because you're overthinking about what you're feeling. And you're not elevated enough to know that all you're doing is putting your feelings in an intellectual box and seeing if this is a feeling that you need or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like that with with Gemini's moons. But a lot of Gemini sun signs, they may feel inside, but their actions and the way they act still makes them aloof. You see what I'm saying? Now, Mars, so, Venus, the way you showing love, appreciation, and values due to communication, but you got to ground it a little bit. Mars is in Cancer. So intentions, intent, willpower, aggressiveness, everybody moody around you right now. Even if it could be a person with complete air in their chart, bro. This person with all air in their chart is gonna seem moody to you, just because today's Mars is in Cancer. So it's like you have no choice but to look at it. And I don't care how much this person is explaining to you that, man, I'm not in my feelings, I'm not in my moods. That's how it's going to come across to you, because you your own universe. And if today's Mars is in Cancer and you're a sun sign Gemini, then that's just how you're going to see it. So right now, it's this your intentions, your willpower, your passions. Try to add a little emotion to it, add a little feeling to it, add a little aggressiveness to it, and make sure it's your own alternative motives. Make sure it's your own goals. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're not too busy communicating, analyzing, and thinking about other people's and jumping into conversations, because people are going to get real moody right now with you, or you're going to get real moody with others. You see what I'm saying? So we don't need that. Just analyze, think, and communicate about your own emotional stance on your own alternative motives, on your own passion, your own goals. And then what's going to happen here is you're either going to get support, or you're either going to get a sign of you need to do this and wait a little bit until you do that. Other than that, yeah, don't try to force nothing too fast, because anytime you try to force something that you can't necessarily get at the moment, it's going to be bad. Now, Jupiter is in Libra. So the way you going through experiences in life, you kind of understand it. You understand the wisdom and knowledge you need to extract out of these things. You know what I'm saying? You may not understand that you should be initiating in these conversations, or you should be initiating in these experiences. Sometimes you can't go too with the flow. Sometimes you can't let things go out of your hands. You know what I'm saying? That part you may not understand, because Libra is cardinal, Gemini is mutable. But for the most part, you just experiencing these situations and being able to communicate and analyze with others within these experiences, you do all right. And the wisdom and knowledge you extract out of it put you in a situation where you're able to. It puts you in a situation where you're able to see a person's downfall before they actually downfall, just by thinking, analyzing, and communicating about the circumstance of the experiences. And the experiences, you're going to, off the bat, all air signs understand the experiences we're going through right now, because Jupiter is in Libra. So as far as Geminis and Aquariuses and Libras, y'all understand the experiences we're going through. You know what I'm saying? But just in different ways. Now, for the most part, Saturn is in Sagittarius. So this is at odds. So your actions, the way you act and how you see things, is already at odds with the way other people gain structure in their life, and where they place or receive boundaries and restrictions and limits. Now, for the most part, this could be a give and receive match. So your ideas and the way you act can actually help someone else's the way they gain stability in their life, and then vice versa. The way you gain stability in your life, the way other people act in their actions can help you, and that can make it a give and receive match. But y'all gotta learn how to set aside and compromise. That's the only way it's gonna work. One person gonna have to learn how to set aside how they gain stability in their life, and what they place boundaries and restrictions on, and one person is going to have to realize how to set aside the way they see things and things that they choose to act on based just to help someone else gain stability. So most of the time, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be the person who has to set aside your actions and how you see things for the sake of foundation and gaining stability in your life or with others around you. And that's today's planet alignment. So you just have to be careful. So when the sun go into Leo, when the moon go into Leo, you're gonna have all these opportunities for you to express your actions, the way you act, how you see things. So just make sure it's in good taste, because people's comfortability level and your comfortability level depends on this, because everybody gonna be expressing. Everybody gonna be expressing their feelings. Everybody gonna be in their feelings. And then the actions, the sun is in Cancer, so everybody moods and everything is gonna be seen. So if the moon going in Leo and people feel they need to express their feelings and they visualize their feelings, and then the sun is in Cancer, where some people feel like they need to act on their emotions, they need to act on how they feel, then right now could be a very crazy time. But it also could be a very fun time. The choice is yours, depending on where you keep your mind, Gemini. Flight boss, bitch, damn.